which tools will be allowed in the academia, and if these tools are allowed, how do you test the aptitude of the student, and what do degrees of the future look like with AI as part of the teaching experience?
Yeah, that's a very deep question. So just like AI is evolving, the use of AI tools in academia will also evolve.
Yep.
And I'll give you an example. So last year and this year, maybe the faculty wanted to focus on, I would like to give Claude or Gemini a tool to my students so they can use that for some of their homework or classwork just to acclimate themselves, right? That's one use. But over the last year, what I found is we're quickly emerging to domain-specific AI tools or systems. And a great example is our Dean of Law. She and I collaborated on a set of projects that completely changed the curriculum inside of the law school. And it's not about just one LLM or like Claude. We've actually adopted several applications, AI-based systems, AI-based applications internally into those curriculums as well. So already you're seeing an adoption of a much larger, widespread AI-based systems into these domain specifics. But what you introduce to law is going to be very different than what you introduce to computer science, very different than what you introduce to management, school of management,
or medical school,
or medical school, or nursing school. So whatever the components of AI that each of these schools or students will learn it will be different. It's not going to be just Claude or just Gemini. There's going to be so many others.
So the near-term wave is of contextual AI. What is the context your LLM is operating in, and how well can you help your LLM adapt to the context and enable
That's correct.
The agentic?
That is definitely a part of it, but it's a part of it because then one of the law school adopted a system called Accordance. Accordance actually is an AI-built system. So there's no learning about how to interact with Accordance. It's you tell it what to do and it does it automatically.
Wow, this is amazing.
Which is completely different than what the law schools learned 2 years ago. Completely different. The research you can do on Accordance, it cuts down the research time into hours rather than weeks.
This is happening in publications also. You can talk to publications, and novel research ideas are being synthesized using AI. I mean, human in the loop, of course.
Of course. So there's such a spectrum of use of AI. That's why this is so profound of a change. It's a seismic shift. And we don't know what it looks like yet. So the best thing we can do is take it at one point in time, like this year, what am I seeing? What am I learning? Don't think about next year, the year after, the next year. That's a nice to have, but don't get fixated on long term what's happening or what's going to happen, because it changes so quickly. So that's why a lot of my time I spend is around what are we going to do with AI on the administrative side? How do I work with my colleagues? My colleagues are also fantastic. They learn things and we talk about what they can do and how they can do it. And the same thing on the academic side. The colleagues I have there, they're absolutely amazing. They're always thinking 5 steps ahead. So sometimes we've got to bring them back. Okay, let's talk about what you want to do next semester in your course.